Hey, Wise Rebel. I don't know about you, but I think these are extraordinary times. It's like the world's on fire. There's all kinds of things changing in how we understand how things operate. And there's this whole burst of new technology coming in that is here whether we like it or not, and is definitely going to change the game. And yet at the same time, I'm imagining your inbox looks the same as it always did. You're going to meetings, you're rocking up and filling in the same reports you filled in every month. Things are also carrying on as normal. But here's the thing, the decisions we're being asked to face right now genuinely are new moral territory. We are bringing in new things into the world, new political systems, new technology that is calling us to ask new questions and to test our sense of what we want to do that makes a difference. And the thing I want to share with you is nobody's as certain as they sound. Nobody is. I know that because I've been running a research project for the last few months. I've been interviewing people on where the world is going based on all kinds of different angles. And what I can tell you is nobody really knows. And people are hedging their bets on different things. But also we're sitting with some moral questions, aren't we, about the future for our children, if we have any, for our families. Is it right to be engaging with large language models when there are data centers popping up all over the place? What if what I do makes a difference over here but has a knock-on effect over there? What about this restructure? Is it right for the business? Is it not? And we are all the same in one thing. And that is that our moral systems are actually an awful lot flakier than we might imagine. I often give an example when I'm teaching about how we all feel about theft. And then I say something like, who's ever stolen office stationery? And I lift up this speaker, which I've had for 10 years now, which I took from my last organisation. I figured nobody wanted it. It was old and mucky and it had my sandwich crumbs in it. And so I might as well take it and use it. There's me justifying taking a thing that isn't mine. And everybody always laughs. People can come up with their own examples. But what I'm trying to show in that example is my morals are flaky. And so I might pass judgment over there on what someone is doing that I've decided not to do. But over here, when I'm wearing shoes that I know come from a company that don't have the best ethical practices, but frankly are the most comfortable for my slightly unusual feet, I'm okay with that. I find a way to justify it. And so the thing I want to say right now, which really matters for all of us, is our moral systems are adjustable all over the place. We adjust them to make ourselves right, not to help us navigate. So I want to offer you, I've been reading a great book recently called The Seven Rules of Trust by Jimmy Wales, who's the guy who came up with Wikipedia. If you've ever wondered who it is, I think he's kept himself fairly quiet. But one of the things he talks about is how did Wikipedia become such a trusted source for us all? And he said because we've been so careful about providing facts, not overweighting some things over others, about having this really rigorous system of review so that people will trust what they see, but all we're doing is providing facts. We are trusting the readers to decide for themselves what they want to do with the information. And so here's the thing, we are all sitting with tough questions right now. And most of them are probably lying at the back of our head because they're too hard. We're in what's known as cognitive dissonance on many things at all points in our lives. A place where one belief clashes with another and we go, oh, well, I'm just going to carry on doing this because I'm going to make it okay for myself. There's nothing wrong with that. Humans are doing it all over the place. But I would say in this new world that we're entering into, one of the things we could do to be really kind to ourselves is create space. Create space to get clearer on where we stand and why we stand in the place we do, to notice where we are judging one person while stealing something from somewhere else, and to allow ourselves to find more solid ground. And that's why there are two programs open in Wise Rebel at the moment. One is the Leadership Dilemma, which is 12 months of 1 month 90-minute masterclasses where we just take time to be with something and to understand the different angles so we can find our own unique individual solid ground. And the second is the crossing, where we thoughtfully partner with AI, large language models, to see what it might bring, what it might offer for us, but without ignoring some of the pitfalls and challenges that are there along the way. Because as Jimmy Wales says in his book, he wants the good guys to get excited about technology again, and that's why I'm in the space of the crossing. So there are 2 windows open right now, spaces where you could make the time to explore ideas and land yourself on more solid ground as we navigate through 2026. And so I invite you to come and join us. And if you're not quite ready for that yet, then go and buy that book, have a good read of it, see what it provokes in you. Create space to allow the part of your mind that is struggling with ideas and questions right now to just sit with it a little longer. I am willing to bet that one of the skills we're all going to need in the future is better discernment. And I invite you to know today no one's as certain as they sound, and to allow that to be a place to explore, and maybe even better news than we think.